Hello YouTube, citizens, followers, and friends. I am BlueFlamePrince, and welcome back to our great and wet kingdom of Goldenstone, where today it rains, yesterday it rained, tomorrow it will rain, and a week from now it will rain, with a little bit of clear skies and snow somewhere in between. But mainly for what Goldenstone is known for is its rain. It's that, or just because the person who's ruling the kingdom is cursed. You decide. Anyways, our citizens have been productive between episodes. It is now year 30, and as well, thanks to the citizens in the treasure room and our friend Mark right here, which a law has passed that says anyone who works at the treasure room must be named Mark. The reason is, it just is easier that way, instead of having to learn these big names. Anyways, thanks to him and the rest of the citizens, we now have some stone roads, and it makes it a lot easier to go around the city instead of having to go down those dirt roads where there's a lot of mud and rocks in places. Just makes everybody have to slow down and watch where they're going. With the stone roads, on the other hand, a nice smooth path where you can get to point A to point B. But at the same time, one other thing that has changed is kind of have to move the forester. Why? Because we didn't want a forest in the middle of a city or near the edge of a city when everything else starts being built up. So it just worked better that way. So the forester is now next to our new mine that we made in the last episode. So it's right next to what I'm going to be calling Goldenstone Lake, since this is based around the old community of mine. We now have Goldenstone Lake, and we now have the forest, which used to be known as the Emerald Forest for whatever reason. History has been lost to some of us. So yeah. So we have the Emerald Forest up here, Goldenstone Lake, and our great city right here. So anyways, in the last episode, Curly, our advisor who watches over the city, talks to the community about what they would like. It seems like the citizens would like a town square where we can throw festivals and where everyone can get together. And so I thought that would be a good place to start off this episode, is by starting up a town square. And I was thinking a good spot to start this up would be pretty much next to the orchard. And the reason is, it's a little bit of the city and a little bit of the farmland. So where not everybody has to go a long distance to get here. So where all of our citizens can have a good time. Also, because we have been gathering up some supplies, we can now start building at least a few stone walls to kind of get us started. Something has just happened. Just one moment. Well then, it looks like someone has disappeared and left the kingdom. Well, if it was raining this much, I wouldn't blame them. Also, between episodes, I did kind of learn that not every citizen enjoys their house being upgraded. So there's also that. But we do now have enough supplies to start building up our walls to defend our kingdom. we have enough to reach towards the water. Now, I'm not really sure if you have to defend around the water as well, since for what I know is that a lot of the threats may show up around the land and not exactly in your city, unless that dragon comes back, and then yes, we may need a little bit of defense around the water. But on the other hand, we now have some walls starting to go up. That's always a good start. And it seems like someone else has left the kingdom. Well, a few people are working on the walls right there. I wish to see if we can start building up a little bit of more of the town, getting some more citizens here and there. There we go. So what's going on? Looks like the advisors wish to tell us something.
Good day, sire.
Well, good day to you too. What a nice winter's day it is.
Sire, the peasants grow unhappy. Some do not have access to a church or a library.
So now the citizens wish to have a church. Fair enough. I can see how that would help out a kingdom. Kind of have to even out a few things.
Good day, sire.
Good day to you too. It is a nice winter's day. And we are entering year 32 of our great kingdom. So, let's go ahead and feel like we can close something. At the moment, we have the iron mine closed for reasons. Don't know if any of you guys can tell. But let's see. What does it take to build a church? We just need to collect a little bit more stone, and actually we're getting quite close to it. And then just a little bit of some free workers, and we should have it in just a little bit. So I'm going to speed this up, and where we can actually get a few things done within this episode. Well, I kind of misread that. To me, that looked like it said 55. In fact, it's 85. Well then. We're getting there. Good news is, the cottage is done, a few walls are put up, and a new flag. Town square looks great. A new holiday. Citizen Appreciation Day. If that's already a type of thing, that's great. So let's see, what else can we build while waiting for said church? We should go ahead and cut down some of these trees because I have a small idea I want to try. So we're going to get a few more workers over here. And the idea is that there is a water mill that we can use to, I guess, irrigate the land or something. to make more farmland. And I feel like making a little bit more farmland here and moving the farms away from the water, so where we can have a little bit more farming within this direction. There we go. We have enough supplies now for a church. That's going to be a really big church. I think that's a really nice spot for a church. It's right next to the lake. So I feel like now we will see what our advisors would like to tell us.
Sire, the peasants grow unhappy. Some do not have access to a church or a library.
A library, you say? Well, we just are starting a church, so there's not much more we can really ask for the citizens. Yeah, sorry about that, but I don't think we're gonna get a library anytime soon. And now we are entering year 34. And we have grown to 17 citizens. That is a miracle. So let's see. Let's see what we really need for the water mill. Or stone. And yeah, we're going to need a lot more quarries going on here. A little bit more than I expected. But in the meantime, now we have a windmill. Now the windmill is good for around farms, since you can also improve the farms that surrounds it. Although I'm not really sure if it helps orchards as much. So, while this is on my mind, we're going to reopen that, and sadly, going to take away these 3 farms. It frees up some of the farmers, but later we will be able to get more some more farms, and I'm not really sure what else. So far it looks like everything is going fine. So after looking around, I actually found these charcoal makers, and it's saying that it helps healing, cooking, and other things. And I'm guessing that this is mainly good for the winter time for your citizens, just because it helps heats up their house, keeps the citizens warm, and I have none. There are none to be found in this kingdom. I feel like this should be one of the more important things. So, gonna actually put one down over here. Don't know if it's the best place to have one near the church. Actually, no. So I'm gonna have one right there, and one over here for these citizens. I'm kind of scared that these things are too close to other places if they will catch fire. we'll have another one there for now, and just see kind of how it goes, because we don't have very many places, but enough to work with. Earlier, Curly was talking about a library, and since some time has passed, we now can have a library. What a great place for a library. I feel like this could actually help our kingdom out. So here we have our first manor, and I feel like this is going to help us out a lot. And whoever decides to live here, they have a nice view of the forest and of the ocean. And there's going to be a lot of traffic going by between the forester, the mines, etc. In fact, I would rather live in a manor more than a castle myself. I mean, that's actually how Goldenstone was. And moving on, our church is actually done. I am surprised it went up that fast. So now we are in year 36, and everything is going well. We actually have a few more things done now. So now that we have that settled, I feel like we are able to add up some more walls here to defend our kingdom a little bit more. I mean, right now it's pretty much just the waiting game and just enough time for us to gather up more stone and just enough supplies, because really there's not much more to go on besides just building up the walls, and that requires more quarries and mines, and there's not much more we can do about that. So while we are waiting on some of that, I feel like I wish to go ahead and start building down this way. I kind of had this idea in the other episode where we can start building a bridge across this river here, and then we can start building down here. So while I'm thinking about this, in which I didn't really want to do this to start with, but now that we have an area right here, we can probably start adding a mine, since this was one of the lighter rocks. And I'm not really sure how to get rid of the more darker rocks at the moment. Oh wow, we have 100 citizens. That's amazing. And the dragon, it has returned. Okay, if we ignore it, we should be fine, right? Ooh, okay, so not only do we have the dragon, but we also have a few citizens that seem sick. So the dragon right now is burning our forester. He's burning our forest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the dragon has only given us a taste of its power. And I believe it could have done a lot worse. So I feel like the best thing is to go ahead and build us a hospital before we decide to end this episode. Because without a hospital, our citizens will soon die. They are ill, I believe. I feel like those dark times are coming back. And with more citizens, this illness can actually spread faster. So we need the hospital. We need the hospital ASAP. Oh wow. These are dark times. What type of ruler am I? 21 of my great citizens. 21! What did they do to deserve this? Well, guys, I think I'm going to stop here for now. I'm not really sure where to go from here. It still looks like there's a lot for me to learn. We started up the walls. We got a few new places added. We became a great town. And then about 40 of our citizens have died or left. Is this the downfall for Goldenstone? I'm not sure. But I think we may find out in the next episode. Anyways, guys, this has been BlueFlamePrince. If you have enjoyed this video, do not forget to leave a like or a comment below. If you wish to see more video game related videos, do not forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and later.